An up-and-coming hip-hop band is making waves in Christchurch schools, not only with their music, but with the inspiring story of their life as a family. Glenna has that story.
It's 7:50 in the morning and Restoration is already up practicing. This is not a story about a band. This is a story about a family, about a Singaporean father and his Maori, Samoan and Pakeha sons. Restoration is named after the home they live in, which was originally set up by a church to get kids off the street. But things did not exactly go according to plan.
After they ran the house for about a couple of months, and they said, "Oh, we're out of here." I said, "Why?" They say it's a waste of time. And I said, "Why is that?" They said, "Oh, when you deal with such people, it takes too long to see a result. So we want fast result." And I said, "Hey, hang on. You don't just come into people's life and just walk away like that." So they said, "Well, if you want to stay, you stay. We're out of here." I said, "Fine, go away." So I decided to stay back because I saw the potentials in the boys.
John, who grew up in an abusive home, saw himself in these boys and vowed their lives would be different. He took on several jobs to support the boys and raised them single-handedly.
I started the Restoration with no training at all. It's just out of love. Someone did say, "How can you do it? You know, you're just a one-man show." I said, "I did it for 7 years." "You heard of Mother Teresa?" They said, "Yeah." "Has she got any formal training?" "No. She just saw a kid and she hugged the kid and just loved the kid." Man, next week. This coming Saturday.
The first day I met him, the words that he spoke to me kind of made sense, and no one else really gave me that kind of time that he gave me.
No, in here.
Well, the first time I met John, I sort of, this little Chinese guy, and I hadn't had a hug in a long time, and I went to put my hand out to shake his hand, and he put my hand away and just hugged me.
But it's not all hugs at Restoration. John, a former soldier, runs the home with precision. Daily chores must be done. They may be all boys in this house, but they certainly know how to keep it spotless.
So I relate this, and I say, if you can just do your chores daily, this is a kind of discipline. And I teach them responsibility, because it comes also with cleanliness.
Responsibility in this home also means being employed. But 7 years ago, the boys were anything but that. And if there's one thing this patient man can't stand, it's able-bodied people living on the dole.
"Guys, why are you on the dole?" "Oh, my family was on the dole, my grandfather was on the dole, so it's hereditary." I say, "Oh, what?" I say, "Hey, God gave you legs and hands. They are useful. Why don't you use them for a useful reason? The dole is for people who really needs it." I say to the boys, I say, "Boys, what do you see yourself 10 years from today? Can you see yourself still on the dole?" They say, "Hopefully not." I say, "Good. So do something about it." "Do what?" I say, "What are you good at?"
7 years later, with discipline and John's guidance, Restoration House now has 2 bus drivers, a chartered accountant, a qualified nurse, a chef, a carpenter, and a uni student who's studying to become a secondary school teacher. From this group of professionals, the band Restoration was born. Matthew, John, and Albert do vocals, Joshua raps, Paul plays guitar, and Stephen manages the band. They go around schools performing their songs, telling their life stories, and bringing a message of hope.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's a choice.
Why?
Oh, because like all the inspiration to them towards us. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, I appreciate it that they're like doing this, going around and singing, telling people they got hope.
And they're reaping what they've sown. Restoration was awarded Best MC Rap Performance and Supreme Winner in the Expressions Music Competition in 2006 and were finalists at the Fuse Talent Competition this year.
if you live your life all the time being a useless person on a dole, nobody cares and so on, but one day you just made it first prize, singing, how would that make you feel?
Just being on stage and winning something just felt like, oh, you're on top of the world. You've won something.
Now my life now is awesome. Like, I couldn't ask for anything better, and yeah, I don't know. All I can say is I'm blessed, hard out, to have these guys by my side and to be there for me.
And that's what spurred them to say, yes, we believe in what you say, John, that really if we try something with all of our heart, we could get it.
You are the reason why I live today, my best friend.
How far I think John will go for me, I don't think there's anything to explain it. I think he'll die for me, and I mean he's already doing more than dying for me. He's living his life for me, for us, me and the boys, me and my brothers. So yeah, I think that's the best anyone could do for anyone, is live their life for them.
From a life of loss to a life triumphant. Whether Restoration will conquer the music scene, only time will tell. But what they have achieved together as a family is worth far more than all the fame in the world. After all, this isn't a story about a band. This is a story about a family, about young men who have won their lives back, and the father who helped them do it.
You were my best friend.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. If you like, you can also watch our program online at www.tvnz.co.nz, keyword Asia Downunder. And if you have any community notices, you can email us at asiadownunder@extra.co.nz. And for those of you celebrating the Mid-Autumn Festival, have a great day. Thank you for watching, and until next week, ka kite anō.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.